me an intimidation roll then.
I'm going to try that. I haven't got to use that one yet. Go, ready?
Yeah, as you start walking towards him, brandishing your weapon, and the fact that somebody's just called his name that he didn't know, he drops his weapons and puts his hands up above his head.
All right. Well, we got these guys.
Okay, guys, can we take a 5-minute break right here?
Yes.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
That works.
Yeah, it's fine.
A BRB
All right.
screen, maybe?
Yes, a BRB screen.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah,
That's right.
Ian, if you don't mind, just because I can't always catch things.
Yes, sure.
Shout, Ian. Make us scared. Be a vengeful god.
Boo! Okay, so like I said, you would this goblin up here had just appeared, and as Grandolith starts walking towards him, he throws down his bow and raises his hand. You doing anything else, Grandolith?
How many of you are there?
Oh, they're about 100. They're about 100.
Yeah,
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you. I'm gonna, put him in a surrender position. I'm just gonna hold him in a surrender position for the moment. Got my number. Look around, see what everyone else is doing.
In the voice, the deep booming voice that you probably assume is the Dragonborn, not the little fairy in the pocket. Where are these 100?
They out hunting for Ragmar.
Who is Ragmar?
Ragmar, he's the person we hunt for.
Where is Ragmar?
Cave.
And which way is he pointing?
He's pointing over towards this general direction.
I can't see that.
You can't see it?
Oh, there you go. I see red. I see red now. That's Brian. Okay.
Again?
Lots of moving parts. Okay,
Yeah.
I see it now. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
He has his. He has own cave to himself. So we go out and find food for him.
Is he your leader?
No, it's our leader.
Sorry, what was that?
It's Chris, our leader.
That one over there? And he points to the one near Grendolith.
No, he dies.
He eats you.
No, he no eaters.
Were you telling us names?
I told you that this guy's name up here was DS.
Oh, okay.
Their leader is somebody called Hipscris. And when somebody asked, does he eat us? The answer was no, he does not eat us.
Hipscris leader. Okay. Maybe I'll cast tongues so that I know. I'm joking. Okay. Just to Deliora. What do you want to do now? It seems like they're surrendering. But where's the girl?
I telepathically respond. I'm like, well, ask about the girl.
Right.
And
Okay.
where their
Okay.
leader is.
Okay. Where's the girl? There's no laughing in character.
She with Ragmar.
Where?
In Ragmar Cave.
Gotcha. Okay. And what was the other thing I was supposed to ask?
Your boss. Is he strong?
Strongish.
I respond to Prem telepathically. Where is the leader? I can't take over if I don't know where he is.
Okay. What did you just ask, Abe?
I asked if their leader was strong.
Oh, okay. Where's your leader? My deep voice is totally gone. This is why I don't do voices.
No.
Lead that out hunting.
So we set an ambush for the leader and take over? Is that the plan? Because, to be brutally honest, I don't ever want a goblin touching my things.
No, shouldn't we get the girl?
Well, if we kill the leader, we can take the girl. No?
The leader's not even here. Can't we just go get the girl and then we avoid the whole fight?
You're the one that said you wanted to befriend them. Surely taking over the evil thing that's in charge means you befriend them.
Well, I don't want to befriend
What hill are you choosing to die on?
We are supposed to get the girl because we need to get the money.
Right, and then we come back and fight 100 goblins?
Why do we have to fight them again?
You want to befriend them?
Yeah, as we go.
Right. Okay, so what? We're handing out water lilies?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
It would be a lot easier just to kill a few goblins, and it's easier to rule with fear.
It'd be a lot easier to just let that girl die than kill a few goblins.
Well, we don't have to kill
Doesn't mean
anybody.
it's right.
They're all surrendering.
I'm
I
not
think we
saying
should
let the
go-
girl die.
I think we should go look for the girl, and I'll point to where the goblin pointed the girl and the...
I have another idea. Instead of going trudging through a cave, tie up 2 of these goblins and make the third one show us where she is.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Okay, I'll bring out the rope that's in my
And
backpack.
very quiet, well, not quietly because you're in a cave, you hear Abe muttering like, when I'm the voice of reason, I know I'm in trouble.
I'm going to start pulling out a rope. It's pixie size. But I'm going to start pulling out the rope and be like, Deliora, here, we should tie them up. That's a good idea.
I think you're going to need more than a shoelace.
Every bit helps.
I just kind of look at
this
Prim.
point, you hear from the direction of Prima a really deep, guttural voice that you pretty sure isn't hers. You hear one word, hungry, as it echoes around the cave.
Okay, what the fuck was
Is it
that?
dinner time? It's dinner time, isn't it?
What the fuck was that?
Clearly something that's hungry.
Where did it come from?
I'll start looking around in the flaps of Delioris. Is it in here? No. Wow, my green screen. Wow. Where did it come from, Deliora? Was it down there? I think we should go, Deliora. Let's just go forward. Let's tie these 2 goblins up.
3.
3. Oh yeah, 3. 3. Well, I'll say 2, and then you can. Can I hear that, or are you just trying to correct me because I said 2? Prim says 2.
Well, I was going to call Del over, have him unarm and tie up this goblin. So that's what I would be doing while you do whatever you're doing over there with your weird Voltron character thing going on.
Deliora, my rope's too small. Can you tie these guys up?
So I just kind of sigh and
I throw you my 50 feet of rope. That should be enough, I reckon.
As I approach this goblin to the north side of the cave, in Goblin, I would like to ask it, why'd you take the girl? Why'd you start Going after their livestock. Seems like you've been here for a while.
He looks up at you and answers you in Goblin. Ragmar, Ragmar need food.
Ragmar planning to eat the girl?
No, Ragmar, no, like humanoid.
Well, we just want the girl. Don't much care about what you're eating.
You need to Ragmar. Ragmar has girl.
What are you saying over there, Jelly?
Can we go see Ragmar?
I no go near Ragmar. I no go right near Ragmar.
Okay. Well, I will finish. Are they letting us tie them up and bind them? Have they surrendered?
They're definitely letting you do that for them, to them.
Okay.
Tie them.
Then as I'm
no.
binding this one, I'll call back to the rest of the group. Seems like Ragmar's got the girl. But none of these ones want to go near him.
What is Ragmar? Is he a goblin? Is he a hobgoblin? Is he... Insert other random creature name here?
Ragmar is Ragmar. I know not in how you would describe him.
Well, use your language. He speaks. And I point to Daly.
He looks at you and says, "Large lizard." In Goblin.
Not a goblin. Not like me. He's a large lizard.
Would Dell understand what large lizard and goblin translate to in common?
Large lizard.
Large lizard.
Okay. You know how culturally
Yeah,
languages
both
have things that...
Yes.
Right, so he's a large lizard. Right, well,
There don't matter.
Yes, it doesn't really matter what they are, so we have to slay this leader and get the girl. It's been a while since I've got to be a white knight.
I'll look at him. Is there anything white on him?
My shirt is immaculately white.
Okay.
And I'm wearing like a waistcoat that's like padded like a body warmer instead of wearing like a full coat.
That's
Does
the
minor-
best for you guys.
Does minor illusion give me enough that I can change the color of his coat temporarily? It'll last like a short time.
Yeah, you can do that with minor illusion.
Okay, it's going to be brown.
He just kind of looks at you and goes,
How do you know it was me? You're not even
the only one
looking
who
at me.
tries to mess with me, little one.
It was him.
And then I minor illusion you to be like a luminous pink.
I'll be like, ah! I'll fly around in a circle.
I was going to move over to bind up the other two
Okay.
and ask, how do we find this Ragnarok?
Ragmar. Through tunnel.
Hello.
Okay, I say we carry these little buggers kicking and screaming until we find Ragmar.
Well, no. You throw their weapons in that pit, put them in the back corner, tied up and gagged, and we'll just waltz on through and find someone who can answer our questions. Or find
All right. Prim, is the big one ready to, hit things?
One sec.
While you're standing there talking to them, you do notice that there is a doorway right behind them that looks like it's got a key hole on it, and it looks like it's possibly locked.
I will.
I see. Who's got the key?
Once these two are tied up, the two by the door, I'd like to look for pockets and try and rummage around in pockets and whatnot and see what I find. I'm looking for food, and meat. But if there's keys, I'll look for keys too.
You give me an investigation roll.
Oh.
Okay, you do find that there are some scraps of meat around here that's been cooked.
Okay.
You know, close to the fire. It looks like there's stuff that's been kind of like missed. There's a bit of gristle and stuff and there on it. You don't find any keys though.
Okay, I'll shove all that into my pouch.
Okay.
Prim, you said you were hungry. Do you want some of this? And I just put like one of like a ration's worth of like dry jerky.
Sure, I'll save that for later. And I'll take it and put it in my pouch too.
You said you were hungry. I was offering you it now.
I thank you. I'll give him a flower.
What? Anybody see under it or through it or like is it a good solid door? Is it old and warped and worm ridden?
It looks like it's been made. You know, it's a makeshift door, but it does actually have hinges and a lock. You don't think it's particularly sturdy. You don't think it. What's that?
Can I see through it?
You can't see through it. No.
Are there any fairy-size holes?
Yes, you could. You probably could squeeze underneath it.
Okay.
Underneath the door.
Can I look under the door before I try going all the way? Like just peek, see what's in there, and then.
Yeah, you look under the doorway, and you can see that there is a tunnel leading away from the gate. There are sacks and crates and heaps and piles of everything just lying around in here. That you also notice that there's a couple of sheep carcasses in here as well that
might have scraps on them.
They look, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just beeline for it, but shout behind my shoulder. You could try kicking it down, and I'll sneak over there and I'll try and scavenge some stuff. And
you said the door is closed, has a lock, but has anyone checked to see if it's locked?
Nope.
I'm just gonna try to open it.
Do I get to the sheep first?
You can get to the sheep first.
Okay, I'll shove some pieces in my bag.
Okay.
I'm just gonna open the door.
And then I'm gonna pet the bag and see, does the bag respond?
It belches.
Okay. I'm gonna giggle and go back to the door then.
Okay.
Look at everyone smile and walk through.
Where did that burp come from? How profane.
Pardon me?
The door is open. Like I said, the actual tunnel. You all now see the crates and the piles of rotten stuff lying around all over the place. The walls are actually lit by torches that look like they've been wrapped in material dumped in tar, because they do give off a pretty obnoxious smell.
Oh, Prim, whatever's on your breath, it's horrendous.
Those are some good rations. Thank you.
Wait for the party to get up ahead of me.
Deliora, what are you doing?
So I'm gonna motion to the three goblins, have them follow.
They're tied up right now, though.
Hands and feet, or just hands?
I think we're best to leave them tied up back in the far end of the corner of the cave.
Yeah, I probably would have bound their feet as well, so that they're not running around.
All right,
Just
so
cocoon
then
them like they're on a railroad track.
I'll telepathically
drag
ask
one
one of them and ask where like the goblin leader's like area is.
I think you might have been away for part of this. So the goblin leader's out on a hunt.
No, I was here. I was trying to have you ask, but I kept kind of getting spoken over.
Oh.
To see where their leader's area was, so I can wait for him to return.
Oh, I misunderstood. I probably asked the wrong thing then. Can we retcon a question?
Sure.
Okay, just to ask where the leader, where his room is, where he resides, where does he rest?
The goblin looks like, we all rest together. We have communal sleeping
Space.
quarters.
Okay. And is that here or is that further in the caves?
Further in cave.
Okay, I'll pass that on to Deliora.
Oh no.
Let's catch up. We don't want to get left behind. Looks like it'll be fun up there. You're gonna miss out on your fun. You like this part.
I just kind of laughed to myself.
Okay, so those of you that are going up the tunnel, are you trying to go sneakily, stealthily, or are you just...
Not unless someone reminds me of it.
I mean, probably not after Deliora let out that huge roar, which Del the Vengeful presumes echoed throughout the chambers. So I've given up on stealth at this point.
Okay.
Kind of like wants to be stealthy, but seeing no one else is being stealthy, it's just kind of.
Does anything change down this hallway, or is it all pretty much the same thing as far as we can see? So
It's all pretty much the same thing. It's
Okay.
all every so often there's a
curve.
Oh, I'm gonna stop here because it looks like
open.
there's something up ahead.
Is that the leader? No, it's meant to be a large goblin, isn't it?
As you get to where you are now, you can see a lot more into the cave. You see that this area seems to be both the gathering place for the goblins and where they rest and sleep. Many of the nooks and crannies along the walls are filled with dried grass and rough-looking reed mats. In the center is a large fire burned, surrounded by rocks and the remains of burnt animal carcasses and bones. The area seems mostly empty, despite the large number of beds. The sole occupant of the room, aside from you, is a small, frail-looking goblin sat next to the fire, who seems to be cooking something. He has his back turned towards you, and a strange-looking dog lies at his feet. As well as the eastern passage by which you entered, a small tunnel leads out of the south, and another larger tunnel leads to the north.
I am going to fly up completely out of, order and be like, "Ooh, that smells wonderful. What are you cooking?"
I'm cooking sheep at the moment. Would you like
That's
some?
what I thought. I would love some. And I'll sidle up. And I'll
Seems
give
really
that-
enough.
I'll give that whatever creature beside him a little sidelong glance. Is that your pet?
Yeah, that's Dibbles.
Oh, Dibbles. What is Dibbles like?
Dibble likes belly scratches, and he likes to go for walks sometimes, but most of the time he just likes to sit here with me by the fire.
Is Dibbles friendly?
Mostly.
Can I look at Dibbles and see if he's looking at me like he wants to eat me?
Give me an insight check.
This could end badly. Oh, 20.
You think that at the moment he's not really paying you too much attention.
Can I say his name and see if that changes? Dibbles! Hey, Dibbles!
His head kind of like looks up, and one of his ears flips over, and he kind of like looks at you and sniffs.
Can I put my hand out like I do with other wild animals and be like, sniff, sniff?
He kind of like nuzzles in and sniffs, and then
no snarl, just kind of meh.
no snarls. Yep. And
Okay.
Then
You
this,
like
this really
belly
long tongue comes out. This really long tongue comes out and gives you a lick from top to bottom. You're now covered in dog slime.
Okay, I'm gonna turn around and look at Abe and say, I made a friend, and I'm gonna give him belly scritches.
Abe just kind of goes, with some goblinoid dog. I'm not saying it's not impressive.
Dibbles.
But
His name is Dibbles.
Dibbles.
And what would your name be, sir? As I'm giving Dibbles belly scritches.
I'm Chris.
Oh, someone mentioned you back there.
Really?
Yeah. Oh.
What did he say about me? Anything good?
I don't
Said you
remember.
were
I didn't write it
terrible
down.
cook.
He's not a terrible cook, and I'll take like a tiny little nibble of. He gave me some lamb, right, or some sheep.
Yes. He gave you some
Mutton.
some sheep mutton.
Okay, I'll take a tiny little nibble of it and then look sideways and put it in my bag.
So I yes, thank
Oh
you.
my god, it's adorable.
Oh dear God, that thing is terrific.
I attempt to sneak over to where I'm at, following that little path of wall while they're doing all that.
Okay, give me a stealth roll at advantage because Hey Crisp is paying attention to.
It requires me to be smart here.
Yeah, you're able to sneak up in that direction without anybody noticing you.
Yeah, with Prim giving belly scritches and talking to the chef, I can sort of sneak off this way as well.
Which way are you going?
Down to the right.
Okay, fine. Give me a stealth roll. Abe.
21.
Yeah, you're pretty quiet going down there.
We
Del,
don't
what are
even know he
doing?
left.
Yeah,
Dell is kind of circling to next to the fire and next to the goblin. Just kind of keeping an eye on the scene.
yeah. He's an older gentleman.
Okay, I'll keep
Seen a
talking.
girl. About.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I don't know how tall she is, but a girl.
I'll open my book. 4.5 feet tall.
About yay
wrote it
tall.
Yes, she's in with Ragmar.
Yeah, where's that?
He points to the tunnel to the north where Abe went. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Crisp is so cute.
Couldn't get to do that.
Okay, so north is.
Well, that's probably why.
They're cute. Yeah.
The closest person I see is
Deliora?
Delaruta?
Deli Aura.
Deliora, right, okay. Right, there we go, now I've got it spelled right. You get a message in your head going, I found the big lizard.
Yeah, so I'll just respond since it's from the message in Draconic saying,
Yeah.
we'll be right there. Need to find leader.
This is the leader. The big lizard is the leader.
No, I thought Hey Crisp was the leader of the goblins.
Ah, right, okay. I got it mixed up.
Um,
Yeah, I also thought the leader was out hunting.
Well, that's what I thought too, but then I have a note here that says, "Hey, Crisp is leader." Is that right, Ian?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
I should look at my notes more. Maybe you need to remind me to look at my notes in character. I want to ask Hey Crisp if what's the large lizard's name?
Ragmar.
Ragmar. If Ragmar is friendly. Is he as friendly as Dibbles and you? You're very lovely.
Seems to be. Yes, I would say friendly.
Does he like stuff?
Ragmar loves stuff.
Like what? Like lamb or like flowers? And I'll bring up a flower. Or and I'll reach through my other pouch and I don't know, like random rocks and random shiny things and twigs and stuff.
He points at the shiny things that you pull out and he goes, he probably likes those, but he definitely likes lamb and mutton.
Ooh, can I bring him some then? Do you have extra?
Yes.
I'll just take one then.
He cuts off a large piece of mutton and hands it towards you, and then kind of like looks as you realize that this piece of mutton is actually bigger than you are.
Can I look over at Deliora and be like, can you lend a hand?
I'll just reach down with my giant hand and just grab it like it's nothing. I'm like,
well, thank you very much, Hey Crisp. You've been very helpful. I think we should go talk to Ragmar now, but I totally want to come back and pet Dibbles more.
Before we leave, I telepathically, I'm like, isn't he the leader?
He is, but telepathically back, he is, but let's just get the girl first.
It's like an audible sign. We'll go reconvene with Abe.
Okay, Grandolith, what are you doing?
As you start to approach, everyone that walks this way, it's like, I don't care if you have to strip down to your undergarments. Don't make a noise.
I was going to go down here and check this way.
I don't know where we're going.
But
okay, as you start to go down there, you notice that the actual tunnel gets really, really narrow and is pretty tight. Even for somebody of your slender build, it's still pretty tight. And as you start to go down there, you notice that there is the air in there is extremely cold. Yes, you can tell that the air is considerably colder coming from further down that tunnel.
I was just checking this way to see how far, but once I got to where it curved back on itself, I would turn back and head back because I don't want to get separated. That's kind of a ways. And by the time I got back here, I'm guessing they would all be starting to walk that way.
Yes, they are.
Without a compass, you said north, and that confused me a lot. So, which way's north?
Yeah, the first tunnel you came in was from the east, so that would be the south. So the one to the north is kind of like the one that Abe's walking down.
I don't see Abe.
I'm going northeast.
Got it.
Down here.
I see ya.
I
see the thing now.
You're right.
Yeah. Thank you for the red thing. I think that was Brian. Thanks. Okay. All right. I gotcha. Okay. I'm going to hover back on Deliora's shoulder. Deliora carrying this big hunk of meat.
So, this is the big lizard, and he sticks his head around the corner.
Oh, shite.
Can we see him from here?
What do we do? Because I'm all for being heroic, but Also, in the same breath, fuck that.
We have a
Meliora,
present.
you wanted to be later, right? This is you, mate.
We brought a present.
I just nod and put my thumb up and just I'm kind of like telepathically be like, Prim, if you don't want to come in, that's fine.
But we brought a present. I'm totally
You're
sticking
coming
with
with
you.
me.
Yep.
Well, just as you walk past, all my spells I can use from here.
This is my excuse why I'm not coming in.
This room is extremely hot and humid in here. There are the fires that you see burning brightly around the outside of a smallish pile of treasure. And inside the middle of it is probably about 15 to 20 foot green lizard with wings, and you see that every once in a while a puff of smoke appears from its nose.
I'll message Deliora. Should I say hi? I want to say hi.
I'll respond back telepathically. We should probably make sure that just startling it, since it's not looking at us.
Hello.
So I'm also gonna have us walk in further into this cave area, just outside of the fires, and kind of put my hand up and signal for everybody else to just kind of hang back and see what happens.
In case we get toasted. Hello, Mr. Ragmar? Hello? We come bearing gifts.
At that, the head lifts up, turns and looks at you. And what gifts do you have for Ragmar?
This delicious lamb. And I'll point to it because I'm not holding it.
I just hold it up.
Lamb? Again? Have you been talking to those goblins?
There seems to be slim pickings around here.
It's always lamb.
Yeah. I think a travel a little further away might bring better food.
Can you get me better food?
Ooh, I like hunting. But you know what else? I was talking to Hey Crisp and he said that you like shiny things too. I've got these shiny things. You've got quite the pile going on there.
Okay, what are you showing him?
Oh, like random shiny rocks, maybe a copper. I probably don't have much.
Right, he kind of sniffs the air, looks at them, and going,
They're not really as fancy as your other shiny things, are they?
They are shiny, though. I will accept the shiny pieces as a tribute to me.
Okay, I'll fly over to him. I don't know how does he just take up the 4 squares?
Yes.
Okay. And is this fire like the fire spots, or am I trying to fly through fire if I try and get to him?
Oh, they are spots around the outside. Okay. They are individual fires. It's not like you're flying through a wall of fire.
Okay. I'll go up to him and holding out my little trinkets that I found, and I'll like hold them out to give them to him, like almost waiting for him to like accept them.
Okay. Well, put them down on the pile.
Okay. Is this like organized in some way? Like, do you put certain shiny things in one spot, or?
Just put it on the pile.
Okay. I'll put it down where I am, and then look back at Deliora. Ooh. Do you even want the lamb that we brought? Because if not, I'd totally take it. But we did bring it for you.
Now that it is here, I will take it.
Okay, I'll look over it too.
I'll walk over and a little bit closer and kind of like toss it to him.
He catches it in mid as you throw it. He catches it in one go and chomps down once and then swallows it.
You said he was green?
Yes.
Okay. Your scales are so beautiful. Are they hard? Are they soft? I don't think I've ever been this close to a dragon. Can you stick your hand out? Can I just touch your I'm so curious.
Give me a persuasion roll.
16.
If you must. And he kind of like just puts a claw out towards you, which, you know, would absolutely bury you if it actually hit you.
Okay, I don't want to be standing in the fire. I want to be like not in the fire somewhere. I can't be not in the fires. Okay, so I'll like reach out and I'll just gently touch it and make sure I'm watching to make sure I'm not pissing him off. And be like, oh, it's immaculate. Gorgeous scales.
Yes.
So, how long have you lived here?
I have lived here about 2 moons now.
And we heard that there might be a girl here too with you, though.
Yes, she's over there, and he points to the to a large stone over in the
dark
far. Yes, in the far darkness.
Okay. And Hey Crisp said that you weren't planning on eating her. ...
No, but she is whiny and she is annoying.
Oh, that doesn't sound very nice, especially in the echoey room here.
Give me a perception roll. All of you in the room, now that you...
22? Where the hell did that come from?
21.
Yes, here it comes.
Wow.
These perceptions are all right.
Abe, are you rolling?
Yep, I was on the wrong page and got lost.
That's alright. Okay, so all of you apart
Too
from
far
Abe
away.
that is lost. You hear kind of a whimper coming from the echoing off the far wall up here.
Well, why is she still here then if she's so annoying? It seems like it's disrupting your beautiful board and the lighting that you got going on here with the fires, and then there's just this whining.
Because I don't know what to do with her.
Oh, well that makes sense. Goblins aren't much help sometimes, are they?
You, sir, where are you going? He says to Grandlith.
I will turn and look at him and say, I'm going to deal with your whining problem.
Don't hurt her.
Why ever not?
Because that would upset me.
I will turn, look at him, and go, oh, upset you, huh? Why so?
Because even though she's whiny, she is somewhat entertaining. And the only other creatures I have around here are the goblins. And they're about as entertaining as passing wind into a colander.
Does she sing
In
perhaps?
character, I'm laughing. In character, showing my appreciation for that joke.
Does she sing, perhaps? Maybe dance?
Not very well. She's a little girl.
Well, come on, then. Have her put on a show.
Well, that's not very nice. She's already scared. She's probably just gonna whine more because she's not happy. I'm gonna take... Okay, who has the plushie? That was... Deliora?
Deliora has it.
Okay. Deliora, do you want to see if she wants her little stuffed dragon? Her toy?
I just kind of nod and look over at Ragmar and Draconic. I'm like, is it okay if I bring her the toy that she dropped?
And show it to him.
Yeah, I'm just going to take it out and show it to him.
Okay, you two give me perception rolls. Please.
Me?
Bad.
Yeah.
4.
19.
Okay, you notice that this plushie is remarkably similar to
Okay.
Ragmar.
Ragmar. Oh, look, Ragmar. I think even she liked you before she came here. Look. Her favorite toy looks just like you. Ragma. Maybe she's just scared because she thinks you're scary. Have you tried talking to her nicely?
Yes, I've tried talking to her nicely. What do you take me for?
Oh, maybe she just misses her mom then.
Possibly. Okay, take the plushie toy to her. If it will stop her from whining. Okay, Del, what are you up to?
Hearing and seeing that the Ragma is speaking towards the group, I'm trying to move in slowly and quietly from the side to get a little bit closer. Oops. So I should probably roll a stealth.
Yes.
Let's see.
Snake eyes.
Moving over slowly and quietly.
Good chunk.
Yeah,
That's 2 natural ones. That is crazy.
Give me a deck save at disadvantage, will you? Please.
That's a 1 in a 480 chance of happening.
Oh,
What
wow.
happens again right now?
Dexterity, here it goes.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
You manage to stay on your feet, but you make a god almighty clattering as you try stealthily walking up behind the back of the dragon and fall and literally trip over your own feet with a bang crash wallop type thing. But you do actually manage to stay upright on your feet.
I'll be like, oh, Del.
The dragon's head swings round and stares at you, and the actual smoke in its nose starts to come out considerably quicker than it had been.
Del pauses for a second, tries to scramble, and quickly pulls out another stogie and need a light, and reach over to one of these fire pits and
I can give you a light if you would like a light.
Whoa.
And back up just a little bit, like, oh, good, thanks.
Question.
Yes.
The squares, are they 5 or 10 feet?
5 feet, I think.
That's what I was thinking. I just wanted to double check.
Yeah, they'd be 5 feet. So, Abe, what are you doing?
I am not fucking moving until Abe is not fucking with the dragon. He already has to deal with the crystal one that tried to intimidate him earlier on, and this thing could kill us all by farting. Nah, he's staying well back, and just gonna, if needs be, he's gonna run in, scare the dying people, and just be like, "Please don't eat us, dear sir." Abe is terrified. He is trying to come up with a way to somehow instantaneously kill this dragon and be a hero.
Okay.
What does the ceiling look like above it?
The height of the ceiling is probably you can see about 60 feet, and it still seems to go a little bit further up than that.
Can I talk to Regma again?
Sure.
Okay. So we came from the town because they were trying to find the girl, and they sent us in here. But it seems really disruptive to your peace to keep having people come interrupt you. Is it worth it to have the girl staying here? Or would you prefer something else?
Well, I would prefer something else. Do you have anything in mind?
Well, you've said that you don't like lamb, so other food would be entertaining, right?
Yes. Speaking of which, I can smell a blight worm somewhere in this cave system. That would be very tasty to eat.
What?
What's
a blightworm?
I was gonna say, can you describe what a blightworm looks like, or can you draw it, or can you make it? Can you make one of these? And I'll do minor illusion to show Dibbles, little minor illusion of Dibbles. Can you show us what it looks like?
He kind of like he steps off his pile to about here, and with a claw he
Dill fucks off.
Oh, back the fuck up.
he draw. Oh, it's not what I want to do. Come on.
He draws one in the dirt.
Yeah, he's trying to draw one in the dirt.
Okay.
Freehand. Oh, that's why, because it's large. He's thin. Yeah, he kind of draws a worm-shaped.
And about how big? And I'm going to hold up my hands like little for me, and then big for me, which is still little.
He says, the fact that I can smell this one in here, I would imagine that it's of a size and probably be able to feed me for at least a month.
Oh, that's huge. Are we big enough to go get it for you? Or like, how come you can't? Are you stuck?
I'm not stuck, but I know roughly where the blight worm is, but I am way too big to get to it. In fact, I'm getting to the point now where I'm even having a hard time getting outside of this cave.
Well, you don't want to be trapped in here. Maybe you should. Maybe we could help you find a bigger, better cave that has more room for your shiny things.
But this cave has the room for myself and my shinies, but it's also...
You can't stretch your wings, and I'll put mine out.
Oh, and he puts his wings out and goes to give them a flap.
Ah! I'm gonna grab onto some of the heavy things underneath here, some of the shiny heavy things. Just grab on and like try and huddle down.
Yeah, and he does flap his wings a couple of times, and he does kind of like leave the ground. Everybody around with it, the actual flames of the fires start to flicker considerably. One of the fires actually goes out. You do feel a heavy gust. Can you give me a strength roll, please? Prim.
Yeet.
Okay. Roll me a d20.
19.
Oh. Okay. That's... Okay. It knocked you right back towards there. Give me a dexterity save.
Some of my best stats here. Got me roll.
It does knock you back, but you're able to land on your feet as opposed to landing with a thud on the ground. So you don't take any kind of like falling damage or anything like that.
Okay. Can I land on my butt though?
You can land on your butt if you want to.
With a little oof.
You see, I have plenty of room to spread my wings. And he looks over at where the fire that he went out, which is this one over here, and he lets out a and a flame of fire shoots out from his mouth and reignites the fire.
Okay. Wow, that was super impressive. Are you able to fly around in here too then?
I am still learning how to fly. I can go a little bit high, but I'm still learning to do that.
If you haven't experienced flying yet, I don't think you'll be able to comprehend how beautiful it is and how amazing it is to fly. And I'll pick myself up and fly up into the air. To fly. And I'm afraid you're going to get stuck in here as you get bigger.
He says. All right, I'm going to move on from you for a second. Deliora, what are you up to?
You're muted.
I was going over to the toy that we brought with us, but I can't see exactly where she is.
She's right here. Can you see that? Did I ping on the right?
I saw the ping. I also don't have like dark vision or anything, so anything that is past the light, I can't see.
Oh, you don't have dark vision.
I do not.
Okay, so give me a perception roll at disadvantage then.
A wonderful
All right,
3.
you think you're heading in the right direction, but you're not really sure. You might hear a little whimper.
Am I close enough to feel her mind?
What's that? 30 feet?
I believe so. Let me just double check.
Yeah.
30 feet.
30 feet.
So yeah, you can feel her mind.
And so I'm just gonna send a message to her in her mind, like, so I have a toy, and I need to know where you are. Say something out loud.
She lets out a really high-pitched scream when you say that, because she's never had anything like this happen to her before.
I just kind of nod. I'm like, oh, okay, there she is. I'll walk up to her and
Tell me not to
hold,
take toys from strangers.
hold out the toy and say in her mind again, this is your green dragon plushie that your parents gave us. My name's Deliora, and we're gonna get you out of here.
She kind of like lets out a bit of a whimper, and she goes, really? Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you. I'm really hungry. Do you have any food?
I reach into my bag and hand her a ration.
Okay, as you get there, you realize that she's actually tied to the rock. But there are metal manacles actually in the fastened in the rock, and she's actually secured to the rock by those. And you'll be able to see that when you get really close to her.
Okay. So I'll kind of just hold the ration in front of her mouth and let her eat.
Okay, she takes it hungrily, and she kind of like, she'll thank you. Thank you.
I'll just nod, return to my not speaking out loud. I'll start heading back towards Ragma after telling her in her mind, like, just wait here, stay calm.
Did you put the plushie in her hand?
Yes.
Okay. Grendolith, what are you doing?
Well, kind of crouched down right here watching this whole situation, really debating if we should just kill this dragon or not. Right now would be the ideal time to attack it.
Okay, Del, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm hanging back and trying to be ready to react, but not instigate anything.
Okay, Abe, what are you up to?
I'm just gonna roll D100 to see if Abe has like the insanity to go and talk to a dragon.
Okay, you rolling high or low?
I was gonna say hi, so he's kind of like muttering to himself, going, "It's a fucking dragon! What the fuck? 200 gold is not worth this." That's all Abe is doing. He is just muttering to himself until he finds his guts.
Okay, Ragmar, after flapping his wings and everything, he kind of like settles back down onto his pile of treasure and looks around the room.
Could they have heard the conversation that we had?
I would say yes to Del and yes to Grandolith. Abe, probably not.
Okay, I will turn and shout and add... Is it Minor Illusion that helps me with voice, or is it Druidcraft? Something helps me with voice.
Minor Illusion will do it.
Yeah. To help carry my voice to him so that he can hear. Do you want to come in and join the fun in here, Abe? There might be a blight worm for us to go find.
Abe kind of steps out from cover, just shooting the fairy this dirtiest look he can. He goes, first off, what the fuck is a blight worm? And secondly, oh fuck.
I'll fly over to this and I'll point. Come look, this is a blight worm. It's right beside the dragon.
Abe looks at you like, I have never been more tempted to smite a fairy in my life. And he's just like, no, I can see fine from here, thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Dragon, can you tell us anything about this worm? And if we get it for you, we get the girl.
Whoa, wait. How about we take the girl back to her mom, and then she'll stop whining for you, Ragma.
Don't think the dragon. I think the dragon is in the position of power here.
Yeah, so if you stop telling him what he can do, maybe he'll listen to other things.
That's why I wasn't coming into this room.
So if we take away the annoyance and we help you get this month's worth of food, I think the village will stop sending annoying people to annoy you more, and you'll have a feast in front of you. Would that work for you, Regma? And I might be able to find you more shiny things on the way, too.
The shiny things could work. The food could work, but then I'd also then get bored because even though she is whiny and a little girl, she is company for me. The goblins only come in here when they bring me food, and the rest of the time they're out hunting for food, and so I need something to occupy my time.
Why don't you join them on the hunt?
I'm still rather young to be going out on my own.
No, we could go with you.
Join with the goblins.
And we could go with you. We could show you around. We could show you where there might be some... Did you know there's elk out there? Elk taste way better than sheep.
So,
depends on how it's cooked.
So you would be my new minions, and is that what you're saying?
No.
I'll make a funny face at minions, and more like, how about adventuring team?
Like when he says minions, you see Abe immediately like straighten up, like, how fucking dare you? Like, he's like, no, we could be companions.
I like team, adventuring team. It sounds fun. It sounds entertaining.
So tell me more about this adventuring team. What would I get out of this?
Lots of food.
Eat everything that we have to kill.
Yeah, lots of food. And when you do go out there, if you start practicing your flying, then you can see all the lands and all the mountains. Oh, it's beautiful out there. And you know what? I bet you've got really good eyesight. You could probably spot shiny things too.
Right now, I have the goblins that bring me shiny things and food.
But look at all this room they could bring, or they could bring more. You've got so much more potential.
Think
You're
of the
gonna be
name
amazing.
you make for yourself, Kragmar. Collecting your own hordes. And not only that, protecting every sentient and worthwhile creature in your territory. Other creatures would flock to you in admiration.
So they would bring me tribute, and they would be my minions.
Maybe not minions. Maybe don't use that word. A lot of people don't like it. Maybe.
How about subjects?
How about you would be their protector, and they would guarantee you shelter and reward.
It's functionally the same thing.
It's a symbiotic relationship. You offer protection, they offer shelter and food.
And plus, they're way more entertaining if they're not afraid of you.
Exactly.
See, watch this. I'm going to do a little dance.
Interesting. Give me a persuasion check at advantage.
Whom?
Either you or Prim. In fact, you can both try. You can both try.
There
Okay.
you go.
Abe, you also give me a roll.
15.
I'm not sure. I will have to think about it. But I am rather peckish, and I would rather have something other than the lamb. So if you was to get me some of the blight worm, I would seriously consider it.
That sounds like a good plan.
We could get you a blight worm. No problem.
Can any of us smell blightworm? And I don't know what's up with my camera.
No, you probably couldn't smell blightworm.
Okay.
Any of you.
Gregor, would you be gracious enough to aid your new companions in telling us the direction of this blighted worm that you wish to devour, and we will do our best to bring as much of it back to you as possible.
The area in which I can smell it, there is a passageway leading from the next room, and it leads to the south. I'm sure I smell the blight worm in there.
Maybe we could lead it here.
Is there anything you can tell us about this blight worm? What would be the quickest and easiest way to slay it for you?
Slay it? If it was me, I would just breathe on it. But
maybe we should let Regma.
So you don't mind if it comes back a bit crispy?
Of course not.
Oh, then it's in the bag.
Right. Who knows? If you're lucky, we might be able to tenderize it for you too.
That would be... That would be a start. Let's put it that way. That may be able to persuade me to be this protector of these subjects that you were talking about.
We're going on a hunt. We're going on a hunt.
Right, let's leave Ragmar to count his ridiculously large pile of coins and shiny things while we go slay a bloody worm.
Before we bolt, can I just go over and say hi to Elise and give her a flower?
Sure, you can fly over there. Are you going to have your light on?
Yeah, I've still got it
Okay.
on. It's coming with me right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So you fly over there, and you can see that she is chained to the actual wall, and when she sees you, her eyes kind of like light up, and she brings in a deep, oh, are you a fairy?
I am. My name's Prim. My mom named me after. No. What I meant was, yes, I'm a fairy, and I'd like to give you something to help cheer you up a little bit. We have to go get the worm for the dragon, and then we're going to ask if the dragon can let you go, and we can take you back to your mom and dad. Okay?
Oh, okay, that'd be wonderful.
Okay, here you go. And I'll give her a flower. I don't remember how long it lasts, but it's not long.
Right.
And she's got her plushie. Oh, does your dragon have a name?
Yes. Can I tell you a secret?
Yeah.
His name's Ragmar.
Oh, that's awesome. Did you know that Ragmar existed before? And is that why you have the dragon?
She just kind of like looks down at her feet.
Have you met Ragmar before?
No. Insight
Is it
check.
a trustworthy no?
Insight check.
Oh. $21.
Yeah, you don't think she's telling the truth about that.
So I think she knows Ragmar or has met Ragmar before?
Yes.
Oh, well maybe you've seen someone that looks like Ragmar, and I'll like wink.
Yeah, yes, that's it. I've seen somebody that looks like Ragmar before.
Where did you see this other somebody? Like out and about, or like?
She just giggles.
Damn it. Okay. We'll poke that later. Okay. Okay, we'll be back. We gotta go get a worm.
Okay.
And I'll go back and sit on Deliora's shoulder.
All right. So what are you all doing?
We're off to
Heading
see a
through the
worm.
Abe is like not turning in his back and walking backwards back this way, like getting to flip away from a dragon. It's like nope. Now I go kill a creature that I've never heard of before. Grand. And it's all that bloody fairy's fault.
Del, what are you doing? Sorry.
Dell's gonna ask before we leave. Ragmaw, illustrious and verdant, can you smell which way this blight worm is? Is it back the way we came, or is it another way?
It's here in the cave. I would say that it's the far corner I get the smell from every once in a while.
All right, well, we'll take that in mind and see what we can find.
And is he directing to the north or to the south?
He's directing to the south, so
Okay.
let me pull the map, and I will So basically, he's pointing to the area where
Hey, Crisp.
Grandliff went earlier.
Ah, yes. I just realized now that I'm the one with the light, right? But that's actually in roll 20, so that's why I'm moving ahead of you, Deliora.
Sounds good.
I'll hop off and give Dibbles scritches again.
As you go towards Dibbles, Abe just comes up to you and goes, "Why the fuck did you do that?"
I made a friend. You said I should be making friends because I wanted to make friends.
Yes, not with a fucking dragon.
Why not? That seems like the strongest friend I could make. Aside from, and I'll nod at Deliora.
Abe's just like, "That fairy's going to fucking kill you, dragon," and just walks away.
Hey, Crisp. Hey, Crisp. We're gonna look for the blight worm. You got any tips?
Be careful.
Do you know what would work with them? And hey, if we bring them back here, can you and Dibbles get out of the way real quick?
I'm pretty sure if you come back, you're going to be bringing it back in pieces because it's definitely not going to fit through that.
Gotcha.
Tunnel in one piece.
Thank you. That was very helpful. Thank you. Okay.
I asked Prum, if telepathically, if we have to bring it back in pieces, how big is this entrance?
I don't know. Let's just bring back at least one chunk. Show of good faith. See how far we get.
Yeah, he can send his goblins to recover the rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
While they carry it.
Yeah, as you start going down that tunnel, the tunnel gets narrower and narrower. It's barely wide enough for a normal size human to actually pass through. Deliora, you are having a huge problem getting through there. So don't go any further, Abe. Stay where you are. I want Deliora to make me. Oh, good lord, what's it going to be?
Squeeze check.
Dex?
Squeeze check. Dexterity check, I think.
Can I push him and help?
Actually, having to do work where you have to half squat down and crouch over and then walk for 30 feet, that's a strength check there.
Okay, give me a strength check then.
Constitution.
12.
Yeah.
Okay, you managed to squeeze through, but it is extremely tight. You think that if you had to get out of here in a hurry,
Oh shit.
You're gonna be struggling.
Well, I was gonna say because like I stopped right before like it starts narrowing in. Like I was gonna ask, like, can I tell if like I'd even be able to fit through there?
You can fit, but it's an extremely tight fit.
You won't be running back.
Yeah, you're definitely not going to be running out of there. Movement wise, you'd be down to 5 feet a turn.
So basically,
that's how narrow it is once you get in there.
Abe sees us and goes, "If we're doing a runner, I'm going in front of that big lump."
Luckily, he's at the end, so you're not going anywhere.
Just standing there, just wait.
Okay, as you're going down here, you do notice that the actual temperature is extremely cold in this area. There's no lights or fires of any kind. As you manage to get out the tunnel at the other end, you notice that it slopes down and begins to feel damp and wet to your fingertips, and the ground begins to be blanketed by a faint mist. Finally, you emerge into another chamber where you can fully stand. There is little of note in the room aside from the far corner where a small body of deep water is collected in the depression, fed by water dripping down from the cliffs above.
Prim, I think it's time to just let that light shine.
It's shining. It's shining. I'm gonna just flit around, flying at like eye height for Deliora.
Okay.
Ooh, there's water, you guys.
Is it fresh water?
I don't know. Go taste it.
Well, I'm
Don't see much in here.
Yes, there's not really a lot in here. I hate to say it, but could Crackmore be wrong?
Well, do worms live in water or dirt?
I think it depends on the worm.
Well, I don't know enough. Do I know? Can we figure out if any of us know anything about blightworms?
You can give me nature checks or history checks.
Yeah, they're both about the same for me.
History.
I will also be going for history. 6.
Did it roll? Yeah, it did. Nope, it didn't roll.
Didn't.
Why is it?
I think I've only rolled one dice roll above a 10.
13.
And that was a natural 20 for my stealth.
Grendolith, you rolling? Or have you rolled? Well,
There was
okay,
16 was the highest for Ryan.
yeah. Del, you believe you've read somewhere that these things prefer water.
Why does
muted.
blightworm sound so familiar? I think I might have read about it once, but I can't quite put my fingers on it.
Right,
If he smelt it, it's probably here somewhere.
shall I try and get its attention?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
And I lightning lure the water.
Would that do what it would have done in real life?
That's what I was just about to ask Ian.
Can you put up the actual spell onto the thing so I can give it a quick read?
Yeah, of course. That's the wrong one.
You can hit. In fact, I'll do it. Hit spell.
Wow, those aren't working.
No, they're not working, are they?
There you go. There you go.
So it must have to be him.
Or the person that's doing the spell.
Okay. I would say because it says you create a lash of lightning energy that strikes at one creature of your choice. As you're doing it at the water isn't a creature, so I am going to DM discretion on that and saying
Yep, that's fair enough.
It's not going to do what you want it to, what you think it would do. So you haven't cast that cantrip.
Okay.
Do I see anything on the ground that I can like pick up and throw into the water?
Yeah, there's the odd bone in here. There's some small pebbles and rocks and things.
I'll pick up the bone and toss it in the water.
As Dell comes back to the group after walking around the far side. Well, there ain't much in here. Nothing on the far side of this water.
Well, how big are these things? So maybe we should space out a little bit.
If it's in here, it must be in the water.
Can I try and yell in a really deep voice, minor illusion, make it bigger, try and make a big sound to reverberate on the water? Mr. Whir! Are you in there?
Okay, as you yell that, pull it up. This there's like an eruption from the water as this as this creature comes up and slams down on Dell. What's your armor class?
17. Taking the shield.
It just misses. It comes out of the water and slams down, just missing Dell. Okay. Let's go for initiatives now, please, people. Yeah, that's on your side.
Oh God.
Really?
6, 5, 6, 8, 6, 11. Let's
like our
party.
sixes.
Okay, so I guess then, Abe, you're up.
Is I just like volley a guiding bolt at it. For an 8, of course.
Okay, that misses.
Thought so. I'm sorry, I got a fright. And then yeah,
Doing anything else?
That's all I got.
Okay, because you're the closest to it, Dell, it will attack you. It attacks you with a mandible. Just the one, 15, and again that misses. And then it slurps back into the water.
Did it only attack once or twice?
It attacked once.
Okay.
It ran as though it did twice, and then it sinks back into the water.
Well,
Prim, what are you up to?
Okay, so a spell says one creature of your choice within range. Doesn't say you have to see it.
Okay.
Can I do it, or should I assume that you have to be able to see it?
What's the spell?
Dissonant Whispers.
No, you know the
Can I
creature's there.
mentally know where it is?
Yeah, I'll let you have that.
Okay. So it's 60 feet. So if it's within 60 feet and I can still feel that it's within 60 feet, I don't know if you want to. I waste it if I don't. I'll cast.
You're fine.
Okay, I will cast Dissonant Whispers. So it's a Wisdom save, Wisdom 8 or Wisdom 15.
Oops. That's what the creature looked like when he came out.
Mm-hmm. That was a good picture.
That's a pretty worm.
I don't
Yes, it is.
like it.
Wisdom 15, you said?
Yep. Aww.
Made a saving throw.
Yeah.
That's what-
Are you doing anything else?
I feel like I'm far enough away and I'm the light, so I'm gonna stay put.
Okay. Deliora, you're up.
I'm just gonna ready my breath weapon for when it comes back out.
Okay.
As I brandish my battle axe and my shield.
All right. That's all you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Grendolith, you're up.
I'm going to move up and take a defensive stance and hold my action. Try to react.
Do what?
Hold my action and try to use it as a reaction if it surfaces.
Okay. Right. Del, you're up. What are you doing?
Bell is going to move back about 15 feet, and I'm going to ready. What's it called? Word of Radiance. For if I see it, I will unleash a Word of Radiance towards it.
Okay. Abe, what are you doing?
Because I know it likes water, Abe is holding a lightning lure to try and pull it out of the water when it comes up again. So I'm going to come forward with probably about there. So when it comes up, he's going to lightning lure it and try and pull it out of the water.
All right. Okay, it comes up and it makes an attack at Grendolith because Grendolith is the closest to it, and it tries a body slam on him. And a 21, does that hit?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. Yep, and now your reactions can happen. So, who was the first one holding a reaction?
Yeah,
I think it was the Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Dragonborn.
Okay, so Deliora, you get your reaction.
So it's going to be my breath weapon. So it's going to do force damage. And the DC on it is a 13. Yes. It's a dexterity saving throw. Yep.
And that's what's the range on that?
15 foot.
And you are here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you are out of its range. So the breath weapon goes off and it's out of its range.
Yeah.
Okay, whose was the next one?
Me.
Okay.
Whoops.
I hit 11.
Grandalith, you missed. And the Word of Radiance, okay. What's the Word of Radiance?
Word of Radiance, I was mistaken. It only has a 5-foot range. I thought it was...
Okay, so therefore you wouldn't have...
Yeah, I wouldn't be within range, yeah. So I lose my cantrip as it doesn't come back towards me.
Okay. It's fine. Prim, you're up.
I had an action saved as well, Ian.
Yeah, Gabe's lightning lure.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
So,
With a strength save of 14, or you'll be pulled 10 feet towards me.
What's the range on that? Is that 15 feet, or is that... Or is that 30 feet?
It's 15 feet, so misses completely.
Yeah, you'd need to be closer for that to happen.
We
Alright,
know
so
what
Prim,
we're doing.
real quick, because I looked it up. The dragon, the gem dragonborn's breath weapon is actually different than regular dragonborn. It's a 30-foot line.
Alright then, so in that case then you will... he would have needed to make a dex save then, is that right?
Correct.
Con save, sorry.
A con save for the...
No, it's a dex save.
Okay.
So it failed, correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
So what damage did you do it?
I'm going to be doing a D10. 8 damage.
8 damage? Alright. Okay, it didn't like that. Alright, so Prim, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to back up at least one more step, and I'm going to hold up my hands and then put one on that pouch that I keep feeding, and purple sparkly Eldritch Blast. Fire at him.
Sure. Go for it.
I'm never sure if it's clicking or not, so that's why there's a delay. There we go. 18.
18 will hit.
Get it.
10! Oh my god, that was...
Hell yeah.
That's max damage!
Flat out.
As the purple bolt actually hits it, you see a chunk come flying out of the creature's side.
And I do this, I'm like, yes! That's all I got. We're first level, that's all I got.
You can move.
I don't want to move, I'm the light!
Deliora, you're up.
Light in the darkness.
All right, so I am going to expend a rage, and I'm going to run up right towards it and attack it with my battle axe.
Okay. Oh, that missed.
Yeah.
You doing anything else?
That's pretty much all I can do.
All right, Grandalith, you're up.
I will swing. And
That hits.
all right. I didn't know my damage. There.
12 damage. No,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, take that.
It can't be 12 damage because that was another roll to hit.
Yeah. So see where you've rolled to hit, and it says Warhammer two-handed. Click that again.
Yeah. Where it says that, and that'll roll the damage. There you go.
All right,
11.
close enough.
Whoa.
Close
Yeah,
enough.
it is.
Close. All right.
Okay, Del, you're up.
All right. Dell is going to cast Hobble at it. So it's within 30 feet. It needs to make a dexterity saving throw. DC is 14.
Hey.
All right. That was my bonus action. And for my action, I'm going to move forward 5, 10, 15. Can I get it from here? Or do I have to move to the water's edge?
It's a large creature. To see what I can see, because it's not. There's all these big names in the way.
Yeah.
If you click on your token and then the gear, you can turn your name off by just erasing it out of there.
Oh. How do you do that?
You would have to be close. You would have to be closer to hit it from there, unless you had something that was
Can I hit
like
from
a
here?
pole arm or something. You can hit it from there, yeah.
Okay. That's fine. I have 30 feet of movement. That's 20 feet to get there. So yeah, I'll move close, and since I have my hand axe, I'm just gonna take a big old swing and try and chop it.
Okay, you do have advantage on this attack roll, so.
Oh yeah.
24 will hit. Roll your damage.
That's so close to a nat 20. Oh, I got a hit. There we go.
5.
5 points of slashing.
All right, that's another. It takes another big gouge out the middle of the creature. It's
You slimy bastard!
It's writhing around in agony as it lets out, some death-curdling screams. But it's still thrashing around. It's still standing. Okay, so Abe, what are you doing?
I'm going to spend my 30 feet of movement to run right up to it and jump on it. And as I jump on it, I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm going to want a dex roll or acrobatics roll for you to jump on it.
Oosh, come on, don't fail me now, please, gods.
Guidance.
Well,
It is a large a large creature. So yeah, I'll let you have that.
okay. And as I jump on it and get a hold of it, you guys see Abe's hands go like the skin disappears from it. You just see this the skeleton underneath as he tries to jam his hands into the creature as he casts Inflict Wounds. With a 17.
That will hit. Roll the damage.
21 damage.
How do you do it? How do you finish off this poor creature?
Basically, when I jump on it, after Dale hits it, as it's thrashing around, I jump onto its face and I just jam my hands in its eye. And it just,
Your 21 is casting the spell again.
is that 21?
If you
Alright, sorry.
inflict
Yeah,
wounds
sorry,
from that
it didn't do.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. There you go. 18.
Still finishes it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, he still finishes it off.
And, I just jam my hands into its eye, and as it starts to fall down, I just sort of land with its head on the ground, pull my hands out, and they look normal again.
Okay, can you give me a dexterity save as this thing starts to slide into the water?
Yes.
It's an easy DC, but yeah, that makes it. You're able to get off as the creature slowly starts to sink into the water.
Oh, bollocks! Lightning ruler, and I try and start pulling it out of the water.
You're gonna have to wait until your next
Yep.
thing to do that. So, Prim, you're up. What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm shaking my head going, oh god, his ego's getting so much bigger with this, isn't it? That's all I'm doing on my turn.
All right, Leora, you see the creature start to sink back into the water.
I'm gonna attempt to grab it and keep it from sinking.
Okay, give me a strength check. Athletics.
I gave you straight strength.
That works.
Okay.
Straight strength will work. 21. Yeah, you're able to get hold of it. It is heavy, but you're able to like anchor your feet into the side of the into the rock by the side of the pool, and you're able to stop it from sliding any further. But you don't know how long you're actually going to be able to hold this on for.
Okay.
Grandolith, what are you doing?
I'm going to step up and help.
Okay, give me a strength roll.
Strength or athletics?
Strength. Seems though that's what he went with. Okay, you seem to have anchored it in place. It doesn't seem to be moving anywhere, and the weight is not as bad as what it was before for you. Del, what are you doing?
I'm going to ask real quickly, should we cut it in half or try and pull it out?
Pull out as much as you can get.
There's
Right.
probably about a third of it actually out of the water right now.
Okay. Well, in that case, Del will grab onto some flesh kind of where he sliced into it. He'll use that opening to get his hands in it and try and heave it out with the others.
Okay, give me a strength roll.
Oh, why was that? Let me redo that because I rolled at advantage.
Sure.
Oh, alright, natural
There you
20.
go. All right, between the three of you that are actually grab hold of it and pulling it, you are able to actually pull the creature out of the water, and it is now flying.
I will go up and try and help drag it out too. I'm not really helping, but I'm trying to help.
You're getting in its way. Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah. I'm helping. There's no strength
Yes.
behind it. But I'm helping, right?
Yeah.
Just as you're about to finish that lightning lure and just yank it like 10 feet out of the water.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
after they've done all the heavy lifting, like just.
Yep.
Anyway.
Prim, you hear a voice. Hungry.
Right,
God, it's still talking. It's not dead yet, you guys.
Del just goes at it with his hand axe, just.
I'm gonna take out my little dagger and start stabbing it, and then cut off a little piece and shove it in my bag.
Do I see you do that?
Give me a perception roll.
Against my sleight of hand.
Yeah, against your sleight of hand. Or deception. Oh,
No, I don't see nothing.
you see nothing.
Like, oh my god. Oh, it's on my clothes.
Oh, you can clean that off later.
I imagine.
I think it's dead now. I think it's dead now, you guys. It's not moving. It's not talking anymore.
What's talking?
Since I am trained in survival, can I field dress this worm? Try and take my hand axe and just cut from its throat down and try and spill out all the guts.
Yeah,
So meat.
Would the dragon not want to eat it all?
because the others are helping you do this, give me a survival roll at advantage.
24.
Oh yeah, you're more than able to field dress this. And now give me a perception roll as you field dressing it. Again, okay, yeah. As you're field dressing it and as you cut into the stomach and the stomach falls out, you hear something hard clatter on the on the rock beside you.
I'm going to use the hand axe to slice open the stomach and see what's inside.
Okay, you find a metal disc.
Is it shiny?
It's not shiny. It's actually on the black side, very, very dark. And at closer inspection, you notice that there are some words inscribed in it.
Is this a medieval record?
You want to play it backwards and it's just satanic mumbling.
I'll pick it up and get a better look at it. Just
Okay, this thing feels extremely hot to the touch, even though it's been inside this creature. And as you touch it, you notice that a faint ripple starts running across the top of the inscription.
well, that's weird.
What's weird? I'll come over and look a little closer.
The top's rippling. Oh, it's getting hot.
I will put that down, unless you can read the inscription.
Hey, wait, don't you have a floaty hand thingy?
I do, yes.
Could that carry this so that it doesn't burn any of our hands?
Let's see. Mage Hand tried to take it from Del.
Yeah, you can do that with a mage hand.
Mage Hand it over to me to see if I can read the inscription.
What language do you speak?
I speak Common, Infernal, and Draconic.
I've got Common, Elvish, and Goblin, if it was any of those.
It's none of those, but Abe, you do recognize the actual writing on this as being infernal, and the details written across the front of it mentions something about soul binding to create soldiers for the Grand Army.
Oh, this sounds like something my grandfather would be interested in.
Uh-oh.
What's it say?
Are your hands still hot?
They're starting to cool down now that he's not touching it.
Still warm.
Okay. No one else touched this. Apparently it's all about soul binding. Do we have any spare cloth that I can wrap this in and put it in my backpack so I can study it more?
I have handkerchiefs.
I got a bedroll.
Yeah, that's right, I've got one. And he pulls out a bedroll, puts it in his bedroll, and wraps up and puts it in his backpack. I'm not trying to steal it or anything like that. It's just I want to study it more. Therefore, who knows? Maybe it can make me more powerful, and in turn make you all more powerful.
Mm-hmm.
As long as we're not giving it to Ragmaw.
No, you know what? I think I'll stay out the room while you all present him with the food. Is that okay with you, Prim?
Again?
It's a fucking dragon.
He seems pretty nice.
I've got some pretty powerful spells, but I don't quite think I can drop a dragon yet.
Understood. Well, we did weaken this one, so you could hit it.
Exactly. I wouldn't have been able to finish it without your help.
Okay, let's take some parts back to Ragma.
Would it not make more sense to tell the goblin to send his little goblin people in here to do it?
Yeah, but if we're on our way back anyways, if we bring them some, then maybe we can get the girl.
Yeah.
We could probably
Yeah,
take
there's still a girl.
We could probably take a side or two.
I
Drag
just
it
go over
through.
to his mouth and rip out a tooth and go, trophy?
Oh, yeah. Can I have one too?
Just pull out another tooth and hand it to you.
Is it like this big compared to me?
The tooth is, yeah, it's very large.
Okay. Hey, Deliora, can you help me tie this up so that I can put it on my backpack, or can you carry it for me, please?
Guys, I'll just be back in 1 second. My little girl wants to kiss goodnight.
I just nod at Prim, take the tooth and put it in my backpack.
I'm going to take this moment real quick, too.
Can you put a picture up of the Blateworm again? Or where do I find that? Somewhere in the... whatever, the journal?
Yep.
There.
Oh yeah. If I can get one of those big teeth as well, I'd be interested in that.
Yeah, well, there should be enough teeth for all of us.
Yeah.
Give me either nature rolls or survival rolls to see whether or not you're able to get the teeth out without damaging them too much.
17.
Well, Prim, okay.
I just can't move it.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, Prim can't move it. Well, yes, you're able to get one of them out. Really easily. But Prim is just swinging on this thing for all it's worth, and it's not even budging. So
I'll apologize to Deliora. I'm like, sorry, I can't get one for you, buddy. Maybe you can get one for yourself.
I gotcha. I'm gonna take the hand axe and just chop off the lower jaw. Just like right at the corners, just whack, whack, and just take the chunk with all its teeth, the lower jaw.
Give me survival rolls then.
All right.
And does this worm have scales?
No, it doesn't have scales.
It just has skin.
It has skin. It is tough skin, but it's still just skin.
Would it be something I could wear as leather?
I'd
only need a little chunk.
Yeah, I guess you could, have somebody tan it for you and make a leather jerkin or something for you out of it.
Hey, Del, can you help me cut some off so I don't screw this up? Although there's lots of chance to try again.
I could try. So I rolled a 21 for the survival to take the jaw off. Do you want me to do more than one, or?
Yeah, no, you got the jaw off.
Okay.
Fine with you got the whole of the jaw with that.
Let's see if we can get you a nice piece of hide.
Can I be helping, or is that hindering? It's hindering, clearly.
I have some nice daggers that were freshly sharpened.
You managed to get, because you don't need much.
Yeah.
You managed to get like 2 square feet of it, of the top part of the skin where it's that nice coppery color.
Ooh, yeah.
You can get 10, like a 2 foot square with that.
That'd
roll
probably
for that.
be plenty, right?
Oh yeah, that would be more than enough to make you
That might be all we can get off it, though. I think we.
That's good.
I think we mucked it up pretty good.
What roll did you get for butchering the thing originally? You got
the original butchering. I think was 23 was to pull it out, so that would have been like either
24.
Yeah,
24.
Yeah,
you managed to get probably 80-90 pounds worth of meat off this thing. There's a lot of bone and stuff in there as well. The bone's kind of thick, but the actual meat, you get about, like I said, 80 pound of meat.
Is that most of the worm, or is that just a small portion of it?
No, that's going to be most of the worm.
Okay.
Any random scraps that are like falling off as they're butchering it, I'll just tidy up.
Yeah, I kind of gathered that's what you'd be doing.
You're very clean for a worm, Prim.
It's got all the guts. You can go through and get the liver and the heart, all those good
Probably
organs.
too big, but okay.
You're very clean and tidy for a fairy. I thought
you don't
you
want to
were
leave
more-
messes behind. This isn't our home.
I thought they were more chaotic and
What you guys don't
Way to
realize is that
stereotype.
worms have 5 hearts, and now the other end of it that you didn't cut up is coming to life. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Oh, while they're doing that, it's mates swimming around inside going...
I was waiting for you to say, and another one comes out and eats us. Honestly, I was assuming that was going to happen.
No, that's
you killed him. He was just trying to say hi.
Yeah.
That's bad even for me. First level fighting against 2 of these things, no.
Yeah.
I'm cruel. I'm not that cruel.
Okay, well let's go bring this back to Reg Moss so we can maybe get Elisa home.
Sure. I start lugging 10 pounds worth of meat because I'm not particularly strong.
I'll probably carry.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'll probably carry what I can carry, which will be next to nothing, but I'll carry something.
Yeah, I imagine if it's a long, wiggly worm, it's not like I'd be able to just pick up 80 pounds of meat and carry it without it just being like a big shambly mess. So yeah, I'll cut it into smaller chunks so that we can each take some.
Yeah, you can probably cut it into 5-10 pound chunks easy enough.
Okay.
If they're going to be spending time fiddling like that, then I'll probably take some bones and make a little like arts and crafts thing, like maybe a bone necklace or something out of like the tiny bones.
Take the bones and hide them in the meat, so when the dragon eats it, it punctures their throat.
No.
Idea.
Little part like meta game, and Mimi goes, "Imagine the experience."
Okay,
Now
so
we got
you
kill the
finish,
other worm.
so you finish up butchering the worm, and you're able to crawl out of the of this tunnel. It's still a bit of a tight fit, but Deliora kind of just did the opposite to what he did last time and was able to squeeze through. And you're able to come through. As you come through, Hipkiss kind of like looks at you and, "Oh, you succeeded then."
As Prim comes through, I hide around the corner, and as she comes through, I go, boom!
Hi.
Give me a stealth roll, Abe.
Uh-oh. Hello.
Yes.
I'm waiting for Abe to give me his stealth roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I'm coming, Matt. I'm coming.
See that?
Here, I'll just go all the way in, then I don't have to. Or no, wait. Sorry. Where are you hiding? Right there. Okay. I'll be right there.
Yeah. So Abe, come on.
You're not just gonna ride my shoulder
No,
back out?
Dave is. Yeah. He said he was saying something as I came around the corner. But yeah, he's stuck.
He's stuck. Where is
I'm
he?
assuming he's trying to scare me. So would I roll anything against it, or would it be against my passive or something?
I'm going to get him to roll his, see how badly he tries to hide.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm wanting a stealth roll from him, and then, depending on how badly he does, I'll see whether or not you actually notice that he's there, or if you.
And my passive is 13 for perception, just in case that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fully frozen up in Discord for me.
I wonder if.
Right, can you
We'll vote kick. Just vote kick him out.
No.
Try refreshing your page.
Oh,
well,
there.
it might actually be him in Discord, because.
Yeah, his webcam went off, but he's still in chat, so.
Yeah, no, sorry, I'm on chat on my phone. The power just kind of shut off on my whole streak for like 30 seconds and turned back.
Is it coming back up?
Oh, no. Yeah, it's right back up right away. It must have just been a blip, but I was like, oh no. So, carry on.
When you're back up, you can roll.
I was going to say, it is Scotland. They've only recently got electricity up there.
I don't know the digs and how bad that is.
He's in fairness, he's not wrong.
Oh, okay. Can I
roll it was the Welsh that were the ones that got picked on over in the UK?
Yeah,
they do.
Everyone picks on everyone here. But in fairness, he's considerably older than I am, so that might have just been the case when he was my age.
Oh, alright.
Shot fired! Hey, Scott, can I roll this for you, this stealth?
I'm surprised you can remember that far back.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so what is it? D20 plus what?
Plus,
your dex?
3? Plus 3?
And do you have proficiency in it?
No.
Okay.
Nice.
I rolled you a 1.
Would you rather somebody else roll that for you?
Hey, how could I intentionally do that? That was the look of the dice.
I could roll that for you.
Right,
Yeah,
I'm going to cut off here and I'll reconnect on my computer now.
Okay.
Right.
Sorry. No, he, I'll let you, he rolled a 4. You see this great shadow of him actually standing, right shining off this wall right here from the fire. So he's standing right there. There's no way in a million years that you're not going to know that he's there.
Okay.
So he jumps out at you and goes blue.
Yeah, when he scares me, I'd like to, knowing that he's there and knowing this, I'd like to squeal and throw the meat that I'm carrying in his direction. Just like,
Give me a thrown weapon.
like a what? Sorry.
So like a dagger with that's thrown with dexterity. So, do you have
14.
daggers? All right. Let me see what his armor class is. I think his armor class is.
It's 11, I think.
Yeah, you throw the meat all over him.
Oh my god, you scared me! And then I'll deadpan look at you.
He just kind of goes, you know what? I deserved that one.
Okay, I'll fly down and pick it back up and go back to carrying.
You know that nice white tunic thing that you was wearing, shirt. It's kind of got some really nice, freshly bloody prints on it right now.
Sorry, I'll just stand up. Oh, sorry, I just need to push off of you to stand up.
Yeah, that's totally fine. And he just starts like, Frida, just I'm always in this one wrong. Frida, you know what I'm saying? That one, thank you. He just starts like cleaning himself.
Yeah. Okay. On the way by, I'll say hi to Ragmar again. Sorry, not Ragmar. Hey, Crisp.
Yep, Chris. Yep.
Stop for belly scritches.
So were you successful with the Blightworm?
Oh yeah, we're taking some back for Ragmar.
There's still some more. One of them.
Yeah, there's more. If you can help, if you can grab some, I don't know if Dibbles helps or not, but if you can bring some more out to him, he said this will feed him for like a month.
Well, when the boys come back then from their hunt tonight, I will tell them that the Blightworm's been blighted, and they can go in there and get it. The reason why they didn't really go in there was because, well, you saw the size of it.
Yeah, he was big. Look at this, and I'm gonna hold up the. Sorry, that was really loud. I'll hold up the leather chunk of skin. I'm gonna have armor, Blightworm armor, and then look at this. I'll show him the tooth, and then I'll show. Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, excellent, very good." And he does actually, seem like he's actually interested in what it is that you're actually saying.
That's awesome. Okay, belly scritches for Dibbles, and then continuing on.
As you all start walking in, Abe just kind of goes, and here's some meat for you, here's some meat for you, and then leaves like 4 pounds of it, and then goes, Prim, and just drops it in on Prim, on top of her pile.
As you walk around the corner back towards Ragmar, you see him actually kind of like sat on his rear haunches, kind of like looking at you with his eyes seem to be much brighter than they were when you left. And give me perception rolls, all of you, please, when you see him.
And wow,
21 from
I can hear myself through someone.
Recognize shit.
Okay, so
we brought presents.
So Deliora, Grandolith, and Abe, you could all swear that he's actually bigger than he was when you actually left the room. he's probably another 4 or 5 feet longer and another 3 feet wider than what he was before you left. So, do you have the meat for me?
I'm gonna go right up to him. Just, here, look, we got you the blight worm. We brought as much as we could carry.
Walk right up to the edge of the pile and just drop the big slab of meat.
He takes a bite out of it, and you see, like, if you can see ecstasy on a dragon, that's the kind of like look that he gets on his face as he takes in something that's not mutton or lamb, and you see like the corners of his mouth come up into a grin, and kind of like hot saliva kind of like drips from his jowls, and he kind of looks at you. Most excellent.
Or nothing to it.
Was there anything else in there that you tell me all about it? How did you kill this blightworm? I want a story. Tell me a story.
Does he not see that my whole front side is covered in blood and ichor from just like butchering it apart?
He does. He goes, were you the one that slayed it? Did you kill it? How did you do it? You seem to be the one covered in most of the blood. Tell me how.
It was a joint effort. The fearsome beast lunged out of the water. We attacked it with axe and blade and spells. Weren't long before we felled the beast and butchered it in your honor. The most illustrious, verdant Ragmar.
Oh, I like that. I really do. I like that. So, what are you going to bring me next?
We'll have to go explore and find stuff, but the goblins can bring you the rest of the meat, so you'll have your month of meal.
Oh, more meat. Oh, excellent. So, I suppose you want the little girl now?
Yeah, we should take her back to her mom. She'll probably stop whining then.
Okay. You promise you'll be back, and you promise me that these, how did you call them, subjects will come and praise me and talk to me and bring me shiny things and food. They will do this, right?
We will see how many can come, and if not, I would love to tell you come and tell you about all of the adventures. I like telling stories. And I'm not going to do it, but I'll just start rambling on about random stories from my past.
I will hold you to that, little one. I will hold you to that. Well, go on. Go ahead. Go release her and take her to her parents.
Tell you what, Ragmar. What we'll have them do is bring you meat, fresh meat, right to this cave. No more dead, grubby goblin mitts getting on your food. You'll be getting it live, roasted to your own perfection.
I do like the sound of that. So, Gwendolyn, what are you doing? Sorry, I'll be going around the corners again.
Well, I guess I'm dropping this meat right here. Really thinking about showing this dragon exactly how we handled the last one.
Oh, please don't.
How about we get the innocents out first? Hey, Gwendolyn, can you come help me get her unhooked? I can't seem to get the manacles off.
Since I'm at the edge of his hoard, just casually browsing through the top layer of stuff, is there anything that stands out as particularly impressive or immaculate?
You do notice that there are, a few gemstones that kind of look, that catch your eye. There's also a rather shiny jug sat amongst the coinage. There's a lot of coinage, not a particularly large amount, but there's there's definitely some mixture of copper and silver and gold pieces. And give me a perception roll.
All
And
right.
can I see here out of the corner of my eye what's going on over there?
Not from that distance, you can't.
No. Have I learned
Okay,
enough
yeah.
about him to know he's going to do this?
Give me an insight roll. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to free this child.
Yeah, you don't think he's that stupid, but you're not sure.
My thief was that stupid when I ran this adventure.
Yeah, yeah. So you see the gems. You see quite a large thing of coinage, and you do see this jug that's that nicely, just off to one side. It looks like it's made of gold. It's got some gems in it, but that's really about it. But like I said, there was a few gems and things in there as well.
I'll be watching Grandalith to see if Grandalith's able to get the manacles off.
Okay, Grandalith, give me a insight check, will you please, when you're looking at the the manacles. You look at them and yeah, you can see where the actual there's a pin that actually goes through them, which you think would be easy to actually pull out to actually get the manacles off her hand.
All right, I'll give it a try.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand roll. The first one doesn't seem to be doesn't seem to come out. It seems to be kind of stuck in there. But there is one on the other side too.
Can I holler over to Ragmar and say, Ragmar, is there any way you could help these manacles? I don't know. They seem stuck.
He kind of like he looks over at Elsia and said, you know what to do. And she kind of smiles and she just squeezes her hands together and pulls her hands out from the manacles.
Can I look at Elisa and be like, and wink at her?
Yeah, you can do that.
Can I offer my hand to see if she'll take my hand and walk?
She will take your hand.
Okay.
Walk.
And then walk out towards. And as we pass by Ragma, can I keep an eye on how she looks? Afraid or just, wants to go see her family?
Nah, she was totally part of this. I'm calling it.
Give me an insight roll.
Oh wow! Finally, I get 18.
There's no look of fear or anything from her on her face.
Yeah. Okay. Her and her little plushie.
Oh, Lita.
Those of you that are close to Prim and Elisa, give me perception rolls for hearing. So if you get advantage on that, you can roll those.
I imagine I'm in between two bonfires, so I probably don't hear much.
And you said we can have advantage on that?
If you have advantage on your hearing, then yes.
You mean?
So if your race has really good hearing, then you can get the advantage on for the roll. If it doesn't, then it's just a normal roll. Is what I'm saying.
Well, I'll give you that roll. I'm gonna do it.
It's just a perception roll. Is what I'm looking for.
11.
Okay. Did you make yours, Prim?
No, I wasn't sure if I was included.
Yeah, because you're standing right
I'm
next to
like right
her.
beside her. Yeah.
Yeah.
14.
Okay, you hear her say something in a guttural sound to as she walks past
Ragma?
Ragmar.
Is it in Draconic?
Yes, it is.
I understand Draconic.
Okay. She looks at him and says, "See you next week."
Okay, I'm not going to tell anybody this. Telepathically, I'll tell Deliora, but I'm just going to smile and I'll look at her so that she sees that I heard, and I'll just smile and squeeze her hand and start skipping and wave with her.
She kind of gives you a shoulders shrug and starts coming out with you.
Okay.
I'm sorry again. Did I hear that with a 12?
Yeah. Okay. I would say yes. You would.
You all hear from around the corner where Abe was.
Yeah, he does. And when I hear Abe laugh, telepathically, I'll just say shh.
Just you hear laughing in return.
Yeah. Okay.
You start to leave. Ragmar looks up at you all and says, I look forward to the subjects coming to visit me, and I also look forward to you all coming back to visit me.
And their stories.
Abe comes around the corner and says to Ragmar, "Is little girl one of your minions, or is she a friend?"
He is neither. What makes you think that? He kind of looks rather put out that you actually said that, and he kind of like rises to his full height.
I wanted to ask a question, but what is she to you?
He is nothing to me. Now leave before you upset me even more.
I want to insight that.
Okay, roll insight. Right. It's going to be against his...
It's a blatant lie.
He's telling you the truth.
He's
definitely telling you the truth. Yeah.
And he just starts running out the room like an absolute loose.
Del, was you planning on trying to steal something? Sorry, before you get out of there.
No, but as we're starting to leave, I'm gonna hang back and turn to Ragma and go, Ragma, is there any chance I might be able to replace one of my scales in my armor with a scale from you to let all those who I cross know that you are the patron I serve?
Ooh.
Give me a persuasion roll at advantage, because that's really got his
Oh, could you just give it to him anyways? That was awesome.
Yeah, okay. I will. He turns around and he kind of like he shakes his body and probably maybe an 8-inch diameter scale falls from his body, and he goes, "Here, take it."
I will reach out and take it from him.
It's a pixie shield. No.
I might borrow it once in a while, maybe.
It's like
This will not be the last you see of me, Ragma, nor the last that I add to your treasure pile. And I'll take that and slip it into my pack as I head away.
Okay. As you head away, you go past the back out past the bound and gagged goblins that are kind of like just sitting there, and as you walk past them, they kind of like look at you with
before we get there.
Yes.
Can we stop and give Dibbles scratches?
You can stop and give Dibbles scratches.
Okay, and how does she react to Dibbles and Hey Crisp?
She goes over and she gives Dibbles a scratch, and he kind of like looks as though he knows her.
Yep. Okay. Just seeing how many are in on this. Okay, and then on our way out. Oh, I can't see her to drag her with me. Oh, someone else is dragging her too.
You doing? What are you doing?
These goblins. I'll stop beside them just to see if anybody else is going to untie them.
I plan on untying the one that I tied up so that I can get my rope back.
Yes, and I untied them all to get my rope back too.
Okay. I don't think he took it. I
tie my thumbs together.
Yeah, I
tie two fingers together.
Yeah. Could be, but then I'd have to carry that. Sorry for your trouble. Thank you very much. Everything went well.
As we're leaving, I turn to one of the goblins and I say, I turn to him and say, when you're next to Ragmar, say, praise your magnanimity in Draconic, and say, practice that.
Okay, yeah, one of them picks it up relatively easy. Let's see if the other two do as well. Oh, one of them seems to be rather fluent in Draconic. But yeah, all three of them are able to repeat back what you said.
That'll make him like you more.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And hey, look, he didn't eat us. So, if you can help bring him more of the blightworm meat, he'll probably appreciate it.
Some humans are gonna be coming around. Maybe with beef, maybe with deer. Those are for Ragmar, not for you.
Okay. So with that, you leave. It's about a couple of hours trek back to the tavern. It goes through uneventful. Elsa starts to get tired.
Can I ask Deliora? Can I ask Deliora can you help? I can fly, but I think Elisa's getting tired. Can you help carry her?
I just kind of nod.
She's really light for you to be able to pick her up. She's an 8-year-old girl. She doesn't weigh very much at all, and you have no problems picking her up and carrying her. I'd say.
How do you carry her though? Is it like just fireman's carry, like over the shoulder? Is it like a piggyback?
I just kind of pick her up at like the back of her clothes, like gently, and just put her on my back for piggyback.
And I'll fly beside her to keep her entertained.
And every now and then I just cast Mage Hand and it tries to catch you, like it's a game for her to watch.
Del leads the way again, heading back, making sure to take point.
Yep, like I said, it's an uneventful trip back to town. You get back to town shortly in the early hours of the morning. The tavern is still raucous.
Great, I walk back in and start collecting my free booze.
You see the the dwarf that was actually doing the arm wrestling with the elf is no longer there. Ari, the mermaid, has long since gone. But the actual mayor and the miller and his wife are still sat at the table.
Dell comes in. Child's not with me. I'm going to head to the bar and try and resupply on, see if they have any tobacco or if they have some rations that I might be able to purchase to just resupply, re-up myself.
He tells you that they have, we have tobacco. As for, provisions, maybe you should go to the general store tomorrow when they open. But as it is right now, I can give you something to eat and drink, and I definitely have tobacco back here.
I will take 4 pints of ale and a short glass.
Okay. He pours the drinks and puts them out on the table for you.
I pick them up and carry them over the table.
And I'll take a half pack of tobacco.
Okay.
Slide a coin across and then spin around looking into the bar, watching my companions return the child.
Okay, as you walk through the door, the miller's wife sees her daughter come through the door, and she lets out a scream of happiness and runs over to her daughter, and her daughter runs up to her mother and throws their arms around each other, and the miller comes out from his side of the booth, and the mayor walks over as well, and the mayor's like, "Wow, you seem to have brought her back. I hope it was no trouble."
Not at all.
Here's the 200 gold that I promised you for bringing her back. Was it goblins?
Next time, you might just want to give it directly to Regma.
And who is Ragmar?
Can I tell his response, his reaction to saying the name? And the family's reaction to the name?
Give me an insight roll. They are shocked. They've never heard the name before.
Turns out it was goblins. And I'll look to Deliora and just see if he's okay with me continuing to talk.
I just nod. It's like, yeah, that's fine.
And I'll see what you say after that. And
telepathically, I'm like, we're gonna have to tell them about the dragon if they're supposed to be bringing him food.
Yeah, and there's a dragon.
No.
Can I stand beside Elise and gently motion that I'd like to see her plushie for a second?
She shows you the plushie.
Okay, can I hold it up and flap its wings? I'm like, a dragon.
Yes, that's her toy.
Yeah, and there's a 20-foot one too.
A 20-foot plushie?
Dragon. Yep. Fire and all.
Dragon?
Yep. Fire and all. Is anybody still covered in blood? Like Dell is still covered in blightworm. Yep. And Grandolith, were you all mucky too from the blightworm? From Stabby Stabber?
I would assume I smacked it pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. And Deliora too as well, right? It's only Abe that had prestidigitation.
Wait, you didn't share that?
Probably not. So yeah, we're covered in like ichor and disgust, right? Yeah, there is a dragon. Not was, there is a dragon. And you know what? Your sheep are gonna keep going missing. You know, your children may keep going missing. And I'll give a little squinty look at Elisa. You might want to like make friends with the dragon. Maybe give him stuff. I think he's really hungry. I think maybe if you guys have any hunting teams, you can bring food to him. He does not like lamb or mutton.
Do you want to give me a persuasion roll on that?
Dell is watching across the bar, watching them converse with the family. Once you move away from the family, I have something I'd like to do.
Are you gonna? Would it help me with this persuasion?
I mean, my plan is to announce to the bar that they are now that they are now servants of Ragma, the illustrious.
Yeah, because I failed that one.
My ideal is might. The strongest are meant to rule. So this definitely plays into my ideal for this town that has one enforcer that is a copper skimming half orc.
He actually believes you about the dragon. His role was really bad, so even though your role was worse, bad, it wasn't as bad as his.
Wasn't as bad? Okay.
Yeah, so there really is a dragon.
There's really a dragon. He's eating all your sheep. You should probably feed him something other than lamb or he's gonna get mad. Also, you know what? I think he's just bored.
Well, I'm sure we can probably find something else to do. But anyway, we sorry, go ahead.
Oh, and the goblins, they'll be okay with you coming up. Just don't kill them. Just tell them you're coming up to give them some food for Regma or to go talk to Regma.
The big lump loves a story. As you see, 3 of the 4 mugs are empty, but the shot glass is still here.
Okay, I'm sure we can do something about that. Well, anyway, we should get this young girl to bed, and again, 1,000 thank yous for bringing her back to us. And you know, I will have a word with Toldia, and tonight's festivities and everything for you are we will make sure that everything is paid for you, and that they leave, and at that I think we will call the adventure.
Oh, can I say one more thing to Elisa?
All right, I will go around and each one of you can do one more thing.
Yeah, because Ryan wanted to do something too.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Ryan.
Sorry, go ahead. All right then.
Want to say something?
Del, you go first.
So as the family moves away, Del finishes the drink and bam, bam, bam on the countertop of the bar to draw people's attention. Listen up! This town is now under the subjugation of Ragma, a dragon up in the hills. You will supply him with fresh beef and trinkets to his pleasures. Any issues with this, and you can take it up with me. And I pull out the dragon scale as proof. Take a long pull off my stogie and just let it smoke pour out of my nostrils as I stare down everybody in the bar.
Okay, give me a persuasion roll at advantage, or intimidation, whichever's your better skill.
They are the same, so we'll go with intimidation because I'm trying to seem
advantage.
18.
Okay, you seem to have everybody's attention, and everybody kind of like quietens down and starts looking around, going, "Dragon? We're now subjugated to a dragon." Oh, okay, yep. You know, there's a lot of beer tankards being raised to you and everything. Okay, okay, I think we can deal with that. Grendel has disappeared. Abe, anything you want to do? Last thing?
After being told that whatever I do tonight is free, I go up to the bar, I ask for their best whiskey, I ask for their best wine. Before I leave, I ask if there's a brothel in town, like the whole 9 yards, and just get my boots filled with as much free stuff as I can.
There's no brothel in town.
There's plenty of sheep.
Yeah, there's sheep.
Is that more Scottish thing there, Ryan?
No, it's literally the town is full of sheep.
The wine that they give you is pretty poor quality. There's nothing on it. They don't really have anything that's close to whiskey. They have the ale and they have the fiery grog, and that is pretty much the limit to here. Deliora, anything you want to do for the last?
I'm just gonna kind of gently pat the little girl on the back, and kind of nod off to the miller and the mayor, and then I'm actually gonna end up leaving the bar and heading back up to the hills to go back to the cave to speak to Ragma and the chief of the goblins.
That's what you want to do? Alright.
Yeah.
Abe, you do get extremely rat-arsed, falling down drunk and, everything else. That you do manage to get that out of there.
My purpose is to outdrink the hobgoblin.
Yes. Well, yes.
Grendel, is there any
people have been. Dell did this speech about the town now being subjugated to the dragon. Abe is getting slow, extremely inebriated at the bar, and the young girl and her family have actually left. Is there any last thing you want to say before?
No. We made
Nope.
We're good. Go find a bathhouse.
All right. So I guess then with that, that concludes this adventure. I hope you all had fun. I hope everybody who was watching had some fun.
This was a blast. Thank you. It was good.
No, it was good.
I'm glad we got to get through it all the way this time.
Yeah.
So,